Hi guys, I'm James from valwyattmarine. Today I'm coming to show you this beautiful teal Interboat Intender 820 that we have for sale at our marina in Wargrave. Such a sunny day that while it's irrelevant, I thought it was nice to set the scene before I show you around the boat, looking downstream towards Henley-on-Thames. Here's the Interboat 820. This has become the most popular open day boat from Interboat. Interboat launched the Intender 820. It fast became their most popular model, really down to the revolutionary design of the boat. There's a couple of unique features. One is this unusual transom here, which is open, and it provides aft facing seating for probably three adults and maybe 4 children to sit there while the boat's underway with their feet down on the swim platform. So before we get fully started, I just want to walk you around the outside of the boat and just point out some features as we go that are fitted to this particular boat and are options on others. So the first one that's probably most obvious to see is this Bimini here. It's in the folded position at the moment. I'm going to show you later in the video how that looks in place. Great for shade and also just a little bit of a rain shower cover for you if you get caught unawares, and it just covers the helm position there. Going forward, just as we go along the side, quality wise, that is an S-Tech finish. That is a synthetic teak, and S-Tech is the brand name of that. On this particular boat has also been spec'd with these stainless steel bow rails, which are nice detailing but actually also quite practical. So I'm going to now take you on board. We have that rear facing bench seat, and then forward of that you have a rear helm position with a huge amount of seating going right the way around the boat. So nobody driving their boat wants to be separated from the rest of their party on that day. So everyone can sit around with the driver, he's involved with the day and doesn't miss out on the socialising. All Interboats can be spec'd up with your choice, your own choice of hull colour, deck colour, cushion colour and finish, canopy colour, and so on and so forth. This is the first boat that we've had with this quilted cushion effect, which I think is really distinctive and sets it apart from the others and gives it a real quality feel. You are going to see my my shadow in this. You know, it's a very real video. We're doing all we can to make these as good as we can, but you know, bear with us. It is what it is, and we can't edit every single thing out. I just wanted to show you the flexibility of this aft seat arrangement. You've got that bench there where everybody can sit out and have fun. That bolster then flips forward. So what you could have, if you wanted to elevate the driving position of the boat, you can sit up on that and see over the canopies if you've got them in place. Alternatively, here's one I prepared earlier. You can actually remove that bolster so that you could have somebody lying out on the sunbed there, and the driver can still sit in one of the corners and reach the steering wheel and the other controls. So I've now sat back in a kind of sail side helm position, as you would if that middle bolster was removed, just to give you a look at the controls of the boat. They're all fairly simple. This particular boat is kitted out with a bow thruster. You can see the joystick there. It's got a Raymarine speed and depth. Round the side you've got your controls for other instruments, you've got your fuel gauge, and it's kitted out with 2 12 volts and USB as well. Moving forward, I'm going to show you some of the other optional extras that we've spec'd this boat up with. Round on the starboard side, you've got a little fridge there. So being a bit of a picnic and party boat, I'd say that's a bit of an essential. And then round on the port side, you've got a little sink. That has a freshwater tank, so just cold, but it is pumped. So if you want to wash your hands, bit of salad preparation, anything like that, you have got that there. Underneath, there's a useful little storage cupboard with, a valwyatt yellow cloth, sorry. Okay, moving forward, I'm not going to put it in place at the moment. That stainless steel base there has a pole that slots into it, and there's a solid teak table to turn that whole forward area into potential dining space. For the purpose of the video, I have removed the 2 cushions from the bow of this boat, which normally would infill there and as a backrest, so that the cushions go round in a complete U shape. But what I wanted to do was just show you the kind of main feature of this boat really, which is incredibly, for a size of it boat, it does actually have a proper toilet in there. That's a hand pump toilet that will draw in river water and then flush out to a holding tank, so that you have got some basic facilities. It's not the biggest thing, but if you're in an emergency, you're out on the river, you're picnicking with friends, you're at a festival or something like that where you can't get ashore, it just gives you that place for people to tuck themselves away and take a break. So for now, we've got the spray hood in place on this boat, and a lot of people do tend to stay underway like that in the summer because it gives you some shade, and if it's a little bit breezy, it's a nice place to sort of sit away. But if it's a really hot day, you are going to want to drop that, and what I'm going to do now is take that all down for you and show you how the boat looks as a completely open day boat. Just before I fold the spray hood completely flat, I wanted to show you another option that it offers, and that is to make it to a forward bimini. I've only done it on the port side just to show you how effectively that works, and the starboard side is down at the moment, but it gives you an idea that you could, in really hot weather, have that completely open on all the sides but still have a forward bimini there. And I'm actually just going to step out of the boat and show you how that looks from the outside, because it is quite a clever design feature. I wanted to step back and look at the boat from a slight distance because with a few simple canopy changes, I've completely made it look and feel different and use in a different way. So you've got the rear bimini up there, and then you've got a totally open day boat because I've dropped the spray hood. And I just want to walk you forward because I've also put the optional teak table in, which you can see it's the leaves fold in and out. I've put them out so you can see what a nice spacious dining area you have. Those also fold in if you need to be sort of moving around that bow area a little bit easier. Quick look actually once you're inside the boat how that would feel with all the canopies down and the sort of open day boat look that you've now got. Just want to take a moment to talk you through the storage available on the boat. So I've stripped back some of the cushions, it's easy to show you that way. On the port side, under that bow bench, you've got two different compartments. The first one is, as you can see, it's got a coal block in there. It's designed to be your coal box. It isn't, as an optional extra, you can actually have a compressor cooler fitted into there, and as well as the fridge up on deck, you can actually have that made into a cooling box as well, and that's really effective. Going further forward, you've got a deep storage locker there that goes way down. It's useful for things like the table. You could put your ensign in there, life jackets, and so on and so forth. Coming back onto the other side, under that, on that bench on that side, it's a mirror image of that locker there. And then after that, you've got quite a clever little bin tucked away in there, just with a lid, and the little bin lifts out. You can always put a bin liner in there and keep everything tucked away if you're picnicking. Under the helm position, you've got another big locker. So I've taken the cushion out. That lifts up. You've got some mechanicals for the boat. You've got your two batteries, one on either side, and you've got your weed filter there, fire extinguisher, hand bilge pump, and so on. But that does give you, it's a huge locker. You can get fenders, all sorts of things in there. Just at the back there, you can see the fuel tank. Of course, the video I've tried to show you as many of the optional extras available with one of these boats, like the table, the fridge, the sink, the bimini, so on and so forth. But being the type of boat that it is, I did just want to point out the optional extra of the Interboat champagne bucket, which just sits on there, or you can put it over at the side deck and have it on the side of the boat. Before I pop the engine hatch on this boat and show you the engine, I'm just going to talk a little bit of a brief moment about engine boxes. This boat is fitted with a standard engine box, that being here where the engine housing is, and I'm just going to show you, for the sake that of interest, that there is some storage in there. It's a flat shallow storage, great for iPads, phones and that sort of thing, or your instruction manuals. So I've popped up the engine cover for you to see how easy it is for access and maintenance to the unit. This particular boat is spec'd up with a Vitus 42 horsepower. There are a range of horsepowers available. Vitus offer 27, 33, 42, as is with this boat, and 52. And then if you do want more horsepower, it goes over to Volvo Penta, where they offer a 75, a 110 and right up to a 170. I am just going to show you, before I drop that down, to how much care and attention goes into making these boats as quiet as possible. I hope you can see the depth of the soundproofing that's in the side of here, in the whole of that engine box, and just to try and make the boat as quiet as possible, and they really are. That's the end of the walk round today on this Interboat Intender 820. I hope you found it informative and useful. I'll put the link to this particular boat in the description for the video. You will also find through that link on our website all our contact details. Please do get in touch, ask for any other questions. We can always take more photos, more video if you've got queries that aren't answered today. Thank you very much.